Alright folks, so this is the Garmin Tactix 7 Pro, which packs in everything that you find in the already very capable Fenix 7X Sapphire Solar with some slightly redesigned hardware along with specialized tactical features. Now, let me first start off by saying that I'm not necessarily the target market for this particular watch because I can't benefit from those tactical features, but I did want to cover this watch for a few reasons. So first off, I got plenty of requests for me to review the previous generation Tactix Delta Solar, and I actually had that one for a little bit, but I just never got around to reviewing it. And then purely from a watch geek reviewer standpoint, I wanted to cover this watch because it showcases pretty much all of Garmin's latest high-end technology that's currently available in any of their watches today. So I thought it'd just be good to share what this particular watch has to offer and how it differs from the Garmin Fenix 7X. The Garmin Fenix 7X is already a super capable watch, having tons of sports and fitness features, navigation features, as well as health features, not to mention being one of the most rugged and durable watches on the market today. And you get all those features with the Tactix 7, plus a little bit more. And I won't be going over all the new features that came out with the Fenix 7s because I already have a video where I gave a full rundown of all those new features. So if you're unfamiliar with the Fenix 7 line of watches, I'll have that video linked down in the description below, which you can check out once you're done over here. So the Tactix 7 comes in three different versions. There's the Tactix 7 Standard Edition, and trust me, in no way is it just standard, the Tactix 7 Pro Edition, and then the Tactix 7 Pro Ballistics Edition. Now, like I was mentioning, the Tactix 7 is based on the Garmin Fenix 7 line of watches, and more specifically, the Garmin Fenix 7X, where they have the same 51mm case size. But what's interesting about the Fenix 7s is that to get a sapphire glass lens, you actually have to get solar charging. There actually isn't a sapphire-only option without solar charging, but that's actually what the Tactix 7 Standard Edition is that it comes with sapphire glass lens, it comes with a titanium bezel and back, but it just doesn't come with solar charging. The solar charging capabilities actually have improved quite a bit from the Fenix 6 line of watches to the Fenix 7 line of watches, but I know there's some people that live in regions where they may not even be able to benefit from those solar charging capabilities. Plus, I think there's some people out there that may not even like the look of that solar ring, so it's just nice to see with the Tactix 7 that there's a standard edition that have a sapphire glass lens without solar charging. Now, one thing I noticed though on the non-solar Tactix 7 is that the inner portion inside the metal bezel appears to be slightly larger than the solar version, and this is likely due to the solar ring taking up that space on the solar models. So the labels for the buttons that are on the Pro models, they're going to be significantly smaller. And then the Tactix 7 Pro Edition is pretty much exactly like the Fenix 7X Sapphire Solar, where it has a sapphire glass lens, it has solar charging, as well as a titanium bezel and backplate. But there are some differences in the hardware which we'll go over in this video. And then you also have the Tactix 7 Pro Ballistics Edition, which comes with some additional applied ballistics software features which can be used for long-range shooting while in the field. And then one more difference other than the solar charging between the standard Tactix 7 and the Pro Edition Tactix 7s is that the Pro Editions actually come with a special tactical nylon band in addition to a silicone band, where the standard edition Tactix 7 only comes with a silicone band. And then for the price, the Tactix 7 Standard Edition comes in at $10.99, the Tactix 7 Pro Edition comes in at $12.99, and the Tactix 7 Pro Ballistics Edition comes in at $15.99. So for the hardware itself, although the Tactix 7 Pro Edition is based on the Fenix 7X Sapphire Solar, there's actually some design differences, and the most noticeable is probably the bezel. The raised bezel portion is actually a little bit slimmer than the Fenix 7X that I have right here, and it sort of creates this optical illusion at some angles that the entire watch is a little bit smaller, but it's in fact the exact same size. The other optical illusion that the bezel can create is that it makes it appear that the display is a little bit bigger, but the same deal here. The glass is exactly the same size. And then you also may be wondering is that since the bezel is a little bit thinner, does that mean that it exposes some of the resin case? Well, it doesn't appear so. As you can kind of see, there's a little bit of a metal lip that still covers the main case, and you can see that lip extend to the new protected lugs, just like the Fenix 7X. Another thing about that thinner bezel on the Tactix 7 Pro is that it's actually quite a bit thinner than the previous generation Tactix Delta Solar. And then another difference you'll see here is that the Tactix 7 has knurled buttons where the Fenix 7X has smooth buttons. I tend to like these knurled buttons quite a bit, and then just like the Fenix 7s, the Tactix 7 also has the new button guard which prevents accidental presses of the start and stop button. And then on the back, it's basically exactly the same as the Fenix 7X with the latest 4th generation elevated heart rate sensor, which is now coated in glass. And overall, I personally really dig the look of the Tactix 7 quite a bit. It has a really rugged look to it with that matte black bezel, and if you have the Pro model, that tactical nylon strap adds to that look. The tactical nylon band is kind of interesting. So out of the box, it's actually a bit stiff, but after just a few days with it, it actually broke in quite a bit. It is going to be a quick fit band system just like the silicone band, and it's a super high quality band. And then another thing with the tactical nylon strap is that it doesn't actually have much stretch to it at all, so it's probably a better idea to use the silicone strap for workouts, which has plenty of stretch and will keep it more secure and create a more snug fit. And by the way, this band is also available to purchase as a separate accessory. And then like I was mentioning earlier, the Tactix 7 shares the exact same dimensions as the Fenix 7X, so there's no difference there, and it also weighs the same as well. But what really sets the Tactix 7 apart from the Fenix 7X are going to be those tactical features. Now again, I can't personally benefit from these tactical features, but I'm going to try my best to explain them. So other than those hardware differences that I talked about before, the other big hardware difference with the Tactix 7 is that the flashlight is different. So it has the same built-in white LED flashlight as the Fenix 7X, which by the way is a feature I use a lot. But with the Fenix 7X, it has a white LED along with a red LED. With the Tactix 7, it has a white LED, but in place of the red LED, it's actually green. And the reason for the green LED is that it's actually supposed to help maintain a more natural night vision for your eyes. And then the Tactix 7 also comes with a feature called Stealth Mode. Now, some people may think of Stealth Mode just as Airplane Mode relabeled as Stealth Mode, which is a much cooler name, but there's actually a big difference. So both Airplane Mode and Stealth Mode disable all wireless communications like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and Plus. But also similar with both these modes is that when they are enabled, you can still go and start up a GPS activity if you like, and you can still get location data during the activity. But where this differs though is that with Stealth Mode, it doesn't store any of that location data for the activity. So check this out. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and enable Airplane Mode. Then I'm going to go ahead and start up, let's say, this hike activity. Notice that it requires a satellite fix, and you'll also notice that it has a map. And then during the activity, it has the map and its tracking distance, just like normal. And then when I go to save the activity, everything looks like it normally would, where I still get all the location data. However, now on this example, I'll enable Stealth Mode. Again, it acquires a satellite fix, and during the activity, I'm still be able to see the distance data as well as the map during the activity. However, the big difference here is that when I go to save the activity, notice down here in the activity stats after I'm done is that there's no map option. It actually doesn't store that location data. So that's the big difference between Stealth Mode and Airplane Mode. The Tactix 7 also comes with a feature called Kill Switch, which is a quick way of completely wiping the device of all the data stored on the device, including health data, but probably more importantly, location data. And you can do this by having this as an option in the controls menu, but if you want an even quicker way to do this, you can also set up a hotkey combination to do this as well. And don't worry, doing this won't actually kill your watch. All it'll be doing is doing a hard reset, wiping the watch, and resetting it back to factory settings. The Tactix 7 also comes with a night vision mode where it'll reduce the backlight intensity to a level that actually can be viewed with night vision goggles without being completely washed out. And then when you enable this mode, what happens is that it also disables the optical heart rate sensor, I'd imagine for a few reasons. The first of which is that light could leak out from the underside of the watch from that optical heart rate sensor, which would wash out your night vision goggles. Now, what's interesting about this mode is that when you enable it, when you press the backlight button, viewing it with the naked eye, you actually can't tell any difference, even when pitch black conditions. However, if you do use a night vision camera, you can see that it actually does enable the backlight to a super low intensity setting that can only be seen with night vision goggles. The Tactix 7 also comes with a hunting activity profile, and this profile is set up quite a bit differently than what you typically see. So with this profile, after you start it, when you go to press the stop key, rather than it just pausing activity, it provides different kinds of options here, which are focused on marking and saving different points of interest. So when you go to save a location, you have the option of labeling it depending on your needs, and they have lots of different options here. And if we go back to the data pages, you'll notice that there's an indicator up top showing how many locations you have saved. And then you'll be able to quickly go back and access those saved locations, and when you choose to navigate to one of those, it will automatically add in-context navigation data pages. The Tactix 7 also comes with aviation-specific features, and I do have to apologize that I'm not going to be able to provide that much information about this just because I don't know much about this field, but I can give you a quick little rundown. So first off, it has a flying activity profile that can be found in the activity profile list. On this first data page, it has your heading, ground speed, altitude, UTC time, vertical speed, and a timer. And then the second data page shows more information like your estimated time en route. There's another data page showing even more flight-related information. And then there's also data pages set up for your health data like heart rate and even stress level. And then next up, you have a flight map, which I believe can also show NEXRAD information along with points of interest like airports and nav aids. Another flight-related data page, and then an SpO2 data page showing your blood oxygen saturation levels. And then this last data page is their direct-to navigation function, which allows you to navigate straight to a location or waypoint, and they have a worldwide aeronautical database available for you here to choose your destination. The Tactix 7 could also access aviation-specific weather reports, including NEXRAD, METAR, and TAF, and I hope I said all those correctly. And with these will be synced through your smartphone, but you'll be able to see your wind speeds, visibility, barometric pressure, and more. And again, with those aviation functions, I'm no expert in that field whatsoever. So if you want more information on those, go ahead and contact Garmin or an expert in the aviation field. But I think it is kind of cool that the Tactix 7 does come with those features. So just like the Sapphire editions of the Garmin Fenix 7 as well as the Garmin Epix, the Tactix 7 also comes with 32 gigabytes of internal storage for maps and music and a whole bunch of other stuff. So the Tactix 7 will come preloaded with topo maps for your region, and then you'll be able to pick and choose additional regions to load onto the device. But the Tactix 7 also comes with some data that's not found in the Fenix 7, so it also comes with public land maps as well as that worldwide airport database, but I actually didn't notice that that data actually took up anything meaningful in terms of internal storage. And then just like the Garmin Epix and the Garmin Fenix 7s, the Tactix 7 also comes preloaded with all the worldwide golf maps as well as ski maps. Now, along with all those features, the Tactix 7 also comes with a few additional watch faces that aren't found in the Fenix 7. So with all these watch faces, they allow you to have quite a few data points as complications. With all of them, you can invert the background color, you can choose the accent color as well as the data color. And since the Tactix 7 comes with a touchscreen, just like the Garmin Fenix 7s, you'll also be able to long press on any of these data complications, which is a quick way of accessing those widgets. Now, there are some tactical features that are available on the Tactix 7 that actually are also available on the Fenix 7. So the Fenix 7s actually do come with some tactical features. The first of which is dual position format, or what they call dual grid in the settings, where this will provide both latitude and longitude as well as military grid reference system location data on the same screen depending on your needs. And then the Tactix 7 and Fenix 7s also have the Jump Master profile for jumping out of airplanes, where this feature will help you calculate high altitude release points and also helps you navigate in the air. So that's the Garmin Tactix 7 and how it differs from the Fenix 7X. And I think it's pretty cool that they took what was already a very capable watch and made it even more specialized version depending on your needs. And I hope this video helped explain some of the differences between these two. And if the information in this video did help you out at all, don't be shy about hitting that like button down below and also subscribing for plenty more sports tech videos that are right around the corner. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.